Welcome to the show, everybody. We now have a double dose for you, a double shot of this incredible Car Guy coffee. This is Lou Ramirez, the Car Guy.
And this is Fred Lenartz, the subprime hero.
And we are brewing solutions on the Car Guy Coffee Podcast, having a great time at the Kain 2024 Clients and Friends Workshop in lovely Lexington, Kentucky. And we have some new people here brewing with us. They are taking it to the next level and having such a great time. From the incredible Cox Automotive is in the house brewing some solutions, and we are excited to have you all in the house right now. But we have to make it loud and proud who it is that we do have on the show. So help us make welcome, everybody. Go ahead and give us coffee cup emojis, give us a couple of hand claps, and give us some noise over there as we get ready to welcome in the one, the only Vanessa Lynch, and the one, the only Jade Terreberry. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Welcome over here. Let's go. Let's have some fun today. Thank you so much. It's double the trouble, right? And I love it. We're gonna have a great time.
Visit.
Yeah, this is it. You know, I got to meet you yesterday, and we had a brief conversation. But man, I already could tell you have a really infectious energy about you. You know, you're that I'm gonna go for it no matter what type of energy, right? And I love that because we're cut from the same cloth. So I'm excited to have you on the show. I'm excited to get to know you a little bit more. We haven't had a chance to talk too much, but I'm sure you're just as dynamite if you both are up here standing on the stage together with us. So thank you so much for being on.
You bet.
Thank you for having us.
Car guys and coffee are two of my very favorite things. So this is going to go great.
Yes.
Remember that.
Kind of caffeinated, you know, we caffeinate the cultures around us and we brew solutions. So let's go.
Right. So this is not just two for the show, two people on the show being interviewed, but it's also the second Kain event for you all. What is it that brought you all to the Kain event instead of one of just only the big shows where your big presence is always present? But what is it that brought you to the Kain event here in little old Kentucky?
Well, I'll start.
You
Vanessa.
start.
So you have the Kentucky girl and the Tennessee girl here. I'm a decade with Cox Automotive. I feel like a lifetime in the car business and car industry. And we attend a lot of events, and thought leadership is a really important part of what we do at Cox Automotive. But we love this event because it's real. It's collaborative, and dealers are really here to listen and to talk, and it gives us a great opportunity to hear the pain points and things that are top of mind for them, but also a great opportunity for us to share insights and really dive into some of the great work that we do that we don't often get a chance to share, that can really be actionable for dealerships to move the bottom line and profitability.
Wow. I love that. You know, I know over there at Cox Automotive, it's all about the customer journey. And you guys have found a way to make sure that you guys are involved in pretty much every step of the sales process and beyond. And I think that's amazing to even include the purchase of the cars by the dealers through the auctions and all the way through to the time where they take delivery and how we react with them afterwards. And then, of course, the customer journey when they're on the websites looking at different things like Auto Trader and things like that to be able to get the information that they need to be able to make a wise decision, figure out what their trade's worth, where to go buy their vehicle, right? You guys have monopolized that quite a bit. And I love that about Cox Automotive. They got really smart and they started investing in different companies and buying these companies and tying it all together to be able to make sure that journey is smooth and seamless. That's why you all really are like the staple of what it should be. And I love that. We call you guys in the industry like the monsters, like that, the big ones. And it's a great company to work for. I have a lot of friends. Shout out to my, Jackie and Doug, two people that I absolutely love out there doing some stuff on the East Coast. And you guys rock. So thank you all so much for what you guys do. And I know that working for Cox Automotive could be a lot of like, wow, there's so much stuff going on. So it could be confusing. What is something that you're excited about right now with Cox Automotive? What's happening that gets you excited?
I'll take that. Being at Cox Automotive, you just feel like you're constantly winning. The way we partner with our dealer partners, the way we partner with our competitors, even with you all, it really does set us apart. I always say, why fit in when you were born to stand out? I teach that to my girls. I was taught it. And I get to share that with our dealer partners. That is the most exciting piece about being with Cox, because we get to lead not just on one product and solution, but now we get to take the entire fixed operations of the dealerships and take them from here to growth on steroids outside of this roof, right? Yeah. And so when you get to experience that, I think at Cox, it's contagious to where every day I have people reaching out to me, hey, what does it take to be a part of your team? I want to join your team. And to me, that is the most flattering compliment when people can see what you get to do every day and how you get to do it. And then our partners, they make us better each and every day. And we're part of that.
Love that.
That's
What a
why-
great ecosystem
yeah.
going on inside that business right now.
That's why you
Absolutely.
come to places like this, is to get better too. But what is it that you guys are brewing? What we absolutely love, and what many of those that are watching and can actually recognize out of the giants that Cox can seem like, you're people just like every one of us, moving the needle for the customers that desire what it is that we have for them. And what's awesome, and we preach it all the time, is that the biggest room in the world
Is the room for improvement.
And that
Love it.
is a place that we all fit in, no matter how big you are, no matter how many different elements or how many pieces you have to fit into that room. We all get into it, and we all get better when we get down to the actual conversations with people that are using
That's
what
right.
we have. Because
Right.
if they don't need what we have, well, we adjust and we provide something else that they need. If a person is in my restaurant and wants to eat, I'm finding a way to cook something that's in my kitchen, and I might even send somebody up the street to pick up something that they want on the menu because they want something that's off my grill. And when people are looking for solutions in the industry, you guys stand out loud and proud. Whether at a big event, you guys own a whole block. Basically, they need
Cox
a
House.
convention hall
Yeah,
just
yeah.
for your avenue, right?
NADA, they literally they call that like y'all's town, your own village. It's
It
pretty
is.
amazing though to walk through that. You're like, wow, look at how big they are right now. You know, how it's amazing how much and then you see how many dealers you guys help. It's amazing. It's amazing.
I will say our partners make us stronger. And going to
Yeah.
boutique events like Kain and Friends, you asked early on, like what brings us here? What is our juice? And for me, it's truly learning what's out there so that we can find ways to integrate to make our products and solutions stronger, because we're only as strong as we see our dealers and our partners
True.
progress.
Come on.
We want to be a part of that. So
Mhm.
how do we do that? We have to know our defense. I'm a huge ball player, right? I'm from Kentucky. I bleed blue. Sorry if you're Louisville.
Let's
Go
But-
Big Blue, BBN baby, let's go.
BBN, you really have to know, in order to win a game, you got to know how to play defense, but you got to be partners with the people that are in the game and do it together. So we streamline that across every different entity that we work in, from software. When you talk about Auto Trader and Kelly Blue Book, which I get to, that's my baby. I get to protect that and really help dealers flourish on the third party channel. I got to know what other third parties are doing, right? So we can help perfect and lead in the industry.
That's so good, and that's so real. And the thing that many others don't take the time to do is to study what the others are doing. Unless you're a real competitive player in the game, you're paying attention to the tape of who you're about to go against or who's actually just doing really great. And inside of that, there's so much that we have to learn from all that. Is this an event where you've picked up a whole lot more than you did maybe last time, or is there something specific that you're feeling is a little bit more of the vein? I guess we'll throw that over to you, Jade. Is there something that you're getting out of this event that is like, oh wow, this is something we can definitely make a pivot or an adjustment on?
Yeah. So I'll go back to what you mentioned. You said this is all about the people, whether it's Cox Automotive or the dealers or our competitors. The connectivity of people and solutions are really what are going to help our clients across all segments, the dealer side, all the way through to the OEM side, and even with our lender partners. We find that we are getting ready to enter the first buyer's market that we've seen in a really long time. That supply and demand balance has completely shifted. And so that means now us talking and listening and hearing where our clients are having challenges, really finding efficiencies in those connected solutions. That's what we're here to listen and not only hear what's working and what's not, but also share with them. We just released our 14th annual car buyer journey study, and some good news out of that. Like, car dealerships are here to stay.
Yeah.
People are going to keep buying cars and owning cars. They're going to grow the size of the fleet sitting in their garages. And so it's good news for the car business, but there are a lot of headwinds and there's a lot of fear. And so a lot of this is about putting in perspective everything coming at us and realizing that change is opportunity or it's obstacle. It just depends on if you have the right data and the right insights to turn it into an opportunity for you and your business. And so that's really what we're here for our clients.
That's good stuff. And a point to that, to just try to help everybody get a bit of a scope on kind of the seamlessness you all do provide. It also makes sure that everything aligns with compliance, from every tool that we use to everything that we touch that deals with any of the precious information that's customers' information. Really, it's theirs. And we end up having so much control to move it around, and we get it from different ways. But you help to make that work seamless and stay compliant. compliance is a big deal
It is.
right now, right? And right now things are changing more than Facebook changes or more than Google changes things. But the compliance is about to actually have like the magnifying glass really put on it.
Yeah.
What types of measures are you all
Yeah.
taking to help make sure that compliance does stay as a top priority, but not a nuisance to the forward progress of the relationships?
I'll start, Vanessa, and then I'll kick it over to you. So compliance and risk are huge for automotive. It always has been. But like you said, the magnifying glass that from a regulatory perspective, but also a bad actor's perspective. You have a lot of people out there trying to steal personal information and steal identities. And car dealership organizations, they are prime targets because it's fast paced. Consumers have this trust factor when they're talking to somebody and they're giving their credit information over the phone. And so it is really an area where we believe our dealers need to lean in and be conscious and be aware. But it really comes down back to your people. We keep bringing it back to the people. You got to get them excited to do the right things. They've got to understand the risk, and you got to bring them along, and you got to train them. But then you got to hold them accountable. You got to measure if all of those processes you have in place are working and if they're sticking to it. So it's a people thing, but risk is big. And I'm glad you brought that up because we don't talk about it enough.
You know, I love that you said people thing, and I love that you gave a list of things that you all should take notes on. You know, the accountability is a big part of it. You know, if you have a good accountability, everything's going to work, and you make sure that you're there. The training is the key, right? A lot of people, they'll teach and then they stop training.
Repetition is the key to retention.
And I think the better word would be coaching.
Again and again.
We need to
That is
continually
it.
coach them, like a coach does. No different than when a coach is on the field, they don't stop coaching during the game. They're actually coaching even harder during the game. And that's the whole point, is that we need to constantly be coaching, helping them elevate to the next level, letting them know we have your six, we have your back. No matter what happens, I'm not going to ridicule you, I'm going to help you. Right.
And for the consumer too.
Yes.
You said elevate there, but that can be a real differentiator for you as a dealership organization when the consumer feels like you're taking that extra step to protect their information and explaining to them those processes and things that you're coaching and holding your team accountable to ensure that not only do they get the best experience, but that every step that they take, that so many of those steps are digital and virtual now, that you have all the right tools and all the right systems to make sure they're protected.
Absolutely. Yeah, some great stuff going on right now. And I love talking about that, you know, and all this stuff comes from data. Data's out there to prove that these things that she's talking about, that you're talking about, is so true. You know, this isn't just us, the feelings that we have. There's proof in the pudding that if you have those experiences, you sell more cars, you're able to communicate with people. Your customer experience is great. Your employee experience is great. And that means your whole dealership experience, your community, you'll find that you'll become the place to come buy vehicles, come get your vehicle serviced, to come have a cup of coffee and a conversation just because. And that's what is special about the right culture. But it takes people, it takes data, and it takes know-how. But training, accountability, and all these types of things, this is stuff that's been going on since day one. We have to remind ourselves all the time. We had an easy market for a little bit. I hate to say it, but the market was very simple. We had the vehicle. They had to buy it. They would pay whatever it takes. Like you said, now it's a buyer's market. Now there's options again, just like it was before. I've been doing this for well over 2 decades now, and I've seen the flip of the markets. And when it's a buyer's market, it's time for us to give a better experience, because they can buy anywhere they want. And with today's technology, they can buy anytime they want. So be the one that they come see. Be the one that they're excited to. Be the one that they feel like, I have to go or I'm going to miss out on an opportunity. That's how you do it. But that's by using the technology, by being the person that puts yourself out there, by using businesses like Cox Automotive to enhance your dealership and your likability and, of course, your visibility. So I love it.
I love the fact that you talk about be likable and then enhance the experience, because we talk about in the car buying journey 2023, 10% of shoppers acted more on third-party sites because of the enhanced experience. So we know if 71% of shoppers are more willing today to shop online and offline, are you engaging in the right pool, right? Are you cutting the wrong cords? And so I always like to lead with the dating website, right? I've never been on one. I will be the one to admit, but I know you got to swipe right or swipe left, right? And are you attracted enough in the markets that you're in your backyard, and even in markets where shoppers are traveling to you? How are you showing up? Are you competitive? What is your differentiator that you honed in on? Are you more attractive than your competition for me to go from your search results page to your VDP page? And I'm not stopping there. It takes one VDP to sell a car.
Oh, man.
So you talk about the people, you talk about the processes, but what are we doing to create change? And we know I've been through so much change in my life. We all have. beautiful things come out of pressure. Opportunities
True.
come. But we don't make those changes based on what's in front of us. Those changes come based on trusting the data and activating that data through processes and making sure that you have the right solutions like we do here at Cox Automotive, integrating those so you're not only working more fluent and efficient, but you're showing up stronger. You're having more fun. You talk about training your team, educating your team,
Yes.
boosting them up. As a former
Yes.
athlete, I always react to positive reinforcement. If I make mistakes, and we all will fail at some point in life, how do you fail forward? And that's where we're at today. That's why we came here at Kain and Friends, to be able to educate, to give back, to meet our other partners in the industry and our dealer partners so that we can help them to continue to grow as well.
Come on.
That's
Well,
amazing stuff.
we have an incredible fan of yours over here. Jordan Cox jumps in to say, yo, Vanessa, love what you're all
Love you,
about.
Jordan.
Great conversation here. And he's a person that his energy is here with us. And he's been
Jordan.
tuning into this entire event. He said he can't wait to hear about Vanessa and Jade's fireside chat in a few hours. So
Oh,
there's
man.
a plug for that, everybody. You can actually
That's
get you
right.
some of that info.
Get you some of that, but I also want to thank Jordan for
Thank
the
you,
message
Jordan.
he sent us
Thank
on
you.
text message earlier. And he says, yo, guys, just wanted to thank you so much for your media coverage of Kain and Friends this week. It helps me feel a little closer to being part of the event, and I appreciate you guys a ton. Love you guys. Love you back, Jordan.
Love you, Jordan.
for the
Appreciate
kind
you.
messages, as always. Your love, brother. Thank you.
But inside of that, that's still the connection pieces in the industry that love what people are doing behind the scenes. Because as much as we want our
Yes.
brand, we want our logos to be seen, to be promoted, to be utilized, there's still the measure of the people behind it, which has always been the philosophy here at Car Guy Coffee. We want to show you the high quality of the beans that we're brewing with, that are brewing solutions for the industry. And they are a double shot of fantastic fire for your cup, everybody, to be able to take you to the next level. Make sure that you do reach out. How do people get a hold of you if they want to find out specifically how to brew with you at Cox Automotive? Because I'm sure that there's a lot of lines they can catch there.
So I will say, find me at b2b.autotrader.com/unjaded for the road forward. That is our newest audio and video series, offering real-time insights and actionable
Wow.
steps that our clients can take in this ever-moving, crazy world that we're in every month. And sometimes we have some little bonus content pieces where we talk about
Hey.
compliance, and we have guests. We may even have the car guys and coffee
Hey,
show
let's go.
on Unjaded for the road forward soon. But LinkedIn or through your Auto Trader and KBB reps, they find us. They know where to get us.
Awesome.
You can find me all over LinkedIn. I'm not as fancy as Unjaded here, but you can find me through Jade. I love your website. A lot of information there. I'm on LinkedIn. You can check it at vanessa.lynch@coxautoinc.com or call me, text me, whatever you want to do. But I am there. I'm very visible on LinkedIn. So just feel free to text me anytime. Thank you.
Well,
Man,
that,
amazing.
you heard it, folks. And look, there is so many more solutions that are brewing here at this event. We don't want to hold you up from any more of the awesomeness that is here at the Kain 2024 Clients and Friends Workshop. Ladies, this has been a fantastic brew. We appreciate this. Thank you so much, everybody that's been tuning in. But do not forget to tag a car guy
Tag a car down.
and share. Get the word out there, everybody.
Move
If
it
you
around.
have something put inside of your cup from this brew, make sure that you let them know that it did impact you, that you do appreciate it. Show them some love, but share it around so that others can continue to grow, because we're only brewing the good stuff, none of the fluff. We appreciate you all. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and drop some F-bombs, ladies. And in the car business, these are across the board, whether you're a client, a friend, or even sometimes a customer. But we want to make sure that we drop the F-bombs that don't offend the moms, okay? And that's to
You got 'em right
forgive,
here.
focus, and fly so we
Are
can
we
keep
ready?
growing. So on
Let's go.
3, everybody, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Forgive, focus, fly, and keep growing, keep growing.
That's
Thank you
right.
so much, everybody. You guys nailed it. You got it. Bam, bam. Awesome.
Killed that.
Well, thank you so much. This has been a great show. I am Lou Ramirez, the car guy,
And I'm Fred Leonard, subprime hero.
and you've been brewing solutions on the Car Guy Coffee podcast at this Kain event 2024. We are so thankful for you tuning in. Jordan Cox, thank you so much. Folks, make sure that you give a lot of love to the one, the only Vanessa Lynch, teamed up with the one, the only Jade Terreberry. We will see you all soon. Keep brewing solutions. We are out.
Peace.